If you look at yourself in moments of pleasure or pain, you will invariably find that it is not the thing in itself that is pleasant or painful, but the situation of which it is a part. Pleasure lies in the relationship between the enjoyer and the enjoyed, and the essence of it is acceptance. Whatever may be the situation, if it is acceptable, it is pleasant. If it is not acceptable, it is painful. What makes it acceptable is not important. The cause may be physical, psychological, or untraceable. Acceptance is the decisive factor. Obversely, suffering is due to non-acceptance. Questioner asked, "Pain is not acceptable." Maharaj said, "Why not? Did you ever try? Do try, and you will find in pain a joy which pleasure cannot yield, for the simple reason that acceptance of pain takes you much deeper than pleasure does. The personal self, by its very nature, is constantly pursuing pleasure and avoiding pain. The ending of this pattern is the ending of the self, the personal self. And the ending of the personal self with its desires and fears enables you to return to your real nature, the source of all happiness and peace. The perennial desire for pleasure is the reflection of the timeless harmony within. When pain is accepted for what it is, a lesson and a warning, and deeply looked into and heeded, the separation between pain and pleasure breaks down, and both become experience, painful when resisted, joyful when accepted. Questioner: Do you advise shunning pleasure and pursuing pain? Maharaj said, No, nor pursuing pleasure or shunning pain. Accept both as they come, enjoy both while they last, then let them go as they must. How can I possibly enjoy pain? Physical pain calls for action. Of course, and so does mental pain. The bliss is in the awareness of it, in not shrinking or in any way turning away from it. All happiness comes from awareness. The more we are conscious, the deeper the joy. Acceptance of pain, non-resistance, courage, and endurance, these open deep and perennial sources of real happiness, true bliss. Why should pain be more effective than pleasure? Pleasure is already readily accepted, while all the powers of the personal self reject pain. As the acceptance of pain is the denial of the personal self, and the personal self stands in the way of true happiness, the wholehearted acceptance of pain releases the springs of happiness. Does the acceptance of suffering act the same way? The fact of pain is easily brought within the focus of awareness. With suffering, it's not that simple. To focus on suffering is not enough. For mental life, as we know it, is one continuous stream of suffering. To reach the deeper layers of suffering, you must go to its roots and uncover their vast underground network, where fear and desire are closely interwoven, and the currents of life's energy oppose, obstruct, and destroy each other. Then how can I set right a tangle which is entirely below the level of my consciousness? By being with yourself, the I am. By watching yourself in your daily life with alert interest, with the intention to understand rather than to judge, in full acceptance of whatever may emerge, because it is there you encourage the deep to come to the surface and enrich your life and consciousness with its captive energies. This is the great work of awareness. It removes obstacles and releases energies by understanding the nature of life and mind. Intelligence is the door to freedom, and alert attention is the mother of intelligence. One more question. Why does pleasure end in pain? Everything has a beginning and an end, and so does pleasure. Don't anticipate and don't regret, and there will be no pain. It is memory and imagination that cause suffering. So today I don't want to give you any analysis or add anything on to Maharaj's words. I really want to put these plain and simple for you to interpret, for you to gain value from and ponder over in whichever way you wish. There are just two things that I would like to repeat, which I found to be the ones that really stuck out. Don't pursue pleasure and don't shun pain. Accept both as they come. Enjoy both while they last, then let them go as they must. And lastly, don't anticipate and don't regret, and then there will be no pain. It is memory and imagination that cause suffering. So you clear all these things by being with yourself, the I am, by watching yourself in your daily life with alert interest, with the intention to understand rather than to judge, in full acceptance of whatever may emerge. And it is there that you encourage the deep unconscious to arise to the surface and enrich your life and consciousness with its captive energies. This is the great work of awareness. It removes obstacles and releases energies by understanding the nature of life and mind. Intelligence is the door to freedom, and alert attention is the mother of intelligence.